All right, this meeting is being recorded. Okay. Angela, can you read,
Yes,
please?
sure. There is a river with a bridge, and a wife and her husband live in a house, and her husband lives in a house on one side. The wife has a lover who lives.
Okay, now, hello. I don't know what happened, but we'll start again. Okay. Um, Angela, when you do you want to try one more time? Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. There is a river with a bridge, and a wife and her husband live in a house on one side. The wife has a lover who lives on the other side. The only way to get across the river is to walk across the bridge or ask the boatman to take you.
Okay. Evgeny, can you continue?
The husband has to go on an overnight business trip in a faraway town. The wife pleads with him to take her with him. She knows if he doesn't she'll be unfaithful to him. The husband absolutely refuses to take her because she will only be in the way of his important business. So the husband goes alone.
Okay. Hamdi, are you with us? Can you read this?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That night the wife goes over the bridge and stays with her lover. Dawn is almost up when the wife leaves because she must be back home before her husband returns. She starts walking across the bridge but sees an assassin waiting
Assassin?
for her on the other side. Assassin waiting for her on the other side. She knows if she tries to cross, he will murder her. In terror, she runs up the side of the river and asks the boatman to take her across the river. But he wants too much money. She doesn't have enough, so he refuses to take her.
Okay, and lastly, Enrique, can you read the last part? Okay, I don't know if Enrique is working. His mic is working. Okay, Abdul, can you read the last part? Oh, I need to set you as something. Enrique, you are set as
Yeah, I've already done it.
yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the wife runs back to the lover's house and explains her predicament and asks him to pay the boatman. The lover refuses, telling her it's her own fault for getting into his situation. As dawn comes up, the wife decides to dash across the bridge. She comes face to face with the assassin and he kills her. Wow.
Okay. Thank you. Does everybody understand the story? If you have any questions about the story, please let me know and I can clarify anything for you.
Fine.
Okay? There's no dilemma. Now, what I'm going to ask you is who is responsible for the wife's death? I want you to list in order who is responsible and I want you to explain your decision. Is it the husband, The wife, the assassin, the boatman, or the lover? Who do you think is responsible for the wife's death, and explain? Okay. Oh, you want to look at the story again? Okay, hold on, Evgeny, hold on. I'll put it up for a little bit so you guys can reread the story. I'll give you like 1 minute. Okay. And now I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to talk about who you believe. Okay, Evgeny.
I think that her husband is responsible for her death because in fact he killed her. But in the other hand, she was responsible for her death because she knew that her husband would kill her if he would know about her love with another man.
Okay. Thank you, Evgeny. Marco.
The assassin is responsible for her death because he killed her, and that's really the my opinion. Unfaithfulness is perceived differently in different cultures. In some places, it's a put to death. It's a put to death action, and in other cultures, it's not. So I don't really. I think it's difficult to talk about that in that sense. So for me, it's the assassin because he did it, and that's it. That's what he does. He kills people. It's his job.
Okay. Okay. Interesting, Marco. Angie?
Well, I'm on the same page as Marco. That's his profession, the assassin. I don't think it was really clear the husband being knowing that the wife had a lover. Didn't it didn't it wasn't any clear on our text here. So the assassin is the culprit. Let's send him to the pit.
Okay. Evgeny, do you have something to say in response to Marco and Angie's answers? You could speak it, Evgeny. Come on. Don't be shy, Evgeny.
Well, I think he's not responsible. I mean, assassin is not responsible for her death if as Marco said, that it's his job. So we cannot make anyone guilty for his job. For example, I'm not guilty that I'm a soldier.
Okay. Good point. What do you have to say for that, Marco or Angie?
I will say that you are responsible for your actions, and if you're a soldier, then you know that it's a very strong possibility that you will go to kill people, whether it's lawful because it's socially acceptable to do that because you're under the name of a soldier or not is another matter. But you have the choice, providing you're in a country that gives you the choice, and it's not obligatory to do these kind of things. But if you have a choice if you have a choice to go to the supermarket and stack shelves, then you know it's unlikely you're going to have to kill somebody. But you know that you do have to stack shelves. And if you're an assassin, I think I use the word job I didn't use it in the correct term, but you know, if you're an assassin, that's what you do, and it's your it's you kill people. So, and if you take Evgeny's example, then the assassin can never be tried for killing everyone because he's never responsible. So, if he kills somebody who's walking across the street, it's not his fault because it's the guy. If the guy hadn't have left home and hadn't have walked across the street, then he wouldn't have been killed. So, it's an interesting way to look at it.
Okay.